everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be building Jade. If you don't know, yesterday we just got her in my most recent summoning video. We were able to get exactly one copy of her by winning our 50-50, and today it is our goal to build her up as best as possible. Over the last couple weeks, I've been grinding the mats. I've tried to get as much as I can for her, and today we just want to build the best Jade possible inside of Honkai Star Rail. But before we do that, I would just like to tell you quickly that only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed, and it really doesn't take that much time. So if you do just have a moment, it'd really mean a lot to me if you can just go down and click that subscribe button. But anyways, let's go build our Jade. And by building, I mean first, let's talk about her kit, because understanding Jade's kit is very important to building her in the first place. Because personally, I believe that if you don't understand a character's kit, then you can never really know how to build them. So the first thing we're going to do is learn a little bit more about Jade by first using her impair and swearing blind fealty on the enemy. Now, what does this do for us? Well, the first thing it does is deal quantum damage, but also we're going to gain 15 stacks of something called Pawned Assist. It's actually called Pawned Asset. I mispronounced this for the rest of the video, by the way. Just a heads up. Now, what is Pawned Assist? Well, if we go to Jade, we're going to see that it's actually a stackable buff that we get that's going to increase our crit damage and attack. We're able to stack this up to 15 times, and there is a different multitude of ways in which we're able to get these stacks. The first one was her technique. The second one is by launching her follow-up attack. Now, how do we get her follow-up attack? Well, you can see the stacks of it down there in the bottom left-hand corner. If we attack 3 enemies, we are going to get 3 stacks and immediately launch our follow-up attack. That is very, very important. Essentially, because Jade's basic attack hits multiple enemies, you're going to get multiple stacks of the charge, which you need to launch your follow-up, which is very good for her. Jade's basic attack, which we just touched on briefly, is actually an AoE attack, which is really unique. You don't see a lot of characters like this, but it's very useful for her overall kit because, like I said previously, you get 3 stacks towards her follow-up. Although you don't want to be using that all the time, you definitely want to be using her skill as well, because her skill is a way to get Pawned Assist and a way to bring up her follow-up attack. Now let's talk about why that is. So Jade's skill, her support skill, which we can give to any of our allies. Now what does it do? Essentially, whichever target ally we use this on is going to get their speed increased by 30. So this is going to give them a buff. Also, anytime that ally deals damage, they're going to deal additional quantum damage, another buff. So our Asta now has those 2 buffs. However, the additional effect with this isn't a buff for Asta. It's a buff for Jade. For every enemy hit with any of Asta's attacks, Jade is going to gain 1 point of charge. So the next time Asta goes, whenever that is, we're probably going to attack 5 enemies with her bounce, and we're going to see in the bottom left-hand corner that Jade is going to gain 4 stacks because we only attack 4 enemies that time, but you get the idea. Now with Debt Collector applied to Asta, we now have 2 characters who are able to generate stack of Jade's follow-up attacks for her, so she can get them off more quickly. This makes Jade a really good pairing with characters that attack multiple enemies, like most Erudition characters, like Herda. I should also mention the other thing with the skill. Because of one of Jade's bonus effects, Reverse Repo, it actually makes it to where whenever the character with Debt Collect, whenever their turn starts, Jade is actually going to gain 3 stacks of Pawned Assist. So let's show this for an example here. So Asta is going to go in 1 turn, and when her turn starts, we're going to gain 3 points of our Pawned Assist, bringing us up to 43. Now, I should mention that the Debt Collector state does have a limited time. As you can see, it only has 2 turns remaining. It starts out as 3, so you do have to reapply this after a little while. However, the nice thing is that Jade is actually locked off from her skill when it's active, so you'll know exactly when you need to reapply it because the skill button will light up. Now, the last thing to mention about Jade is her ultimate ability. Now, I'll be completely honest. Her ultimate is probably the most boring thing about her kit. It is a simple AoE attack that gives us a buff, a follow-up attack boost buff. However, what is nice about it is the AoE that it does. However, other than that, all it really does is give us this little buff right here, the follow-up attack boost buff, which increases our follow-up attack damage, which is useful for Jade's kit because she does a lot of follow-up attacks. Other than that, that's about everything to Jade's kit. She's a very simple character and scales very highly with crit rate and crit damage, which we'll get more into later. and pairs really well with a lot of the Erudition characters and other AoE characters in the game. That's Jade for you. Hopefully, you understand her a little bit better. But anyways, I think it's about time we build her. This is the most important part. We have to build our Jade. I prepared a lot of mats for her. I think I might actually have 10, 10, 10 potential today. I'm not too sure. I didn't really count. I just grinded as much as I could. But obviously, first, we have to get her all the way to level 80, which is going to be our first priority. We're going to start out at 30, 40, 60, and all the way to level 80. We have exactly enough. Ooh, my EXP books are looking bleak after that. 41 left. Okay, we're not building any characters anytime soon. It's all for you, Jade. Luckily, the next update looks kind of mid, so we'll be fine. Anyways, we're going to get our 3 free Star Rail passes from our Jade. And I think it's about time we go get our free 5-star, because if you don't know, every time you level up your Jade, you're actually guaranteed a free 5-star with those 3 pulls. Pull number 1 is not going to happen. But then, once you go on to pull number 2, it happens every single... Pull number 3, it happens every time, though. Every single... God. One of these days, man. It's gotta happen sooner than later. We're even pretty far into pity, too. I mean, look at this. We were 11 pages in. Oh, man. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyways, next thing we have to do is we have to get a light cone for our Jade. Now, I've been thinking about what light cone to get for her for a while now. I've been debating getting some of the ones in the shop and priceless jewels. For example, Seriousness of Breakfast, which is a pretty decent light cone. And then the other one, The Day the Cosmos Fell, is kind of bad, but it's decent. It's not the worst, not the best. A lot of these are presuming that you can get a very high uptime on them with their specific passives, but I think I'm going to hold off on these 2 for right now. Instead, I think I'm going to opt for something else. Her 5-star light cone. Shoot, I have no pulls. Oh, but I'm 10 away. Oh, I haven't done my dailies yet. Oh, easy peasy. Dispatch. Go, Sele and Donhang. Dispatch. I've actually just stopped doing these because I have so much of every material that I just don't need these anymore. All right. Is that going to give us 15 Jades? Huge. And now, our free Jade light cone. Right here, right now. Watch this. Jade light cone. Boo! I thought... Well, guess we're not getting that. I should establish that this is her best installed light cone by far because of the crit rate passives it has, crit damage passives, defense, ignore. It's insane. This light cone is really good for her, but unfortunately we do not have that. And we also don't have the rest of the 5-stars in the game, so that's unfortunate. So that leaves me with about 2 options. Geniuses, Repose, and Today is Another Peaceful Day, which are her 2 best free-to-play options. I probably opt for this one just because this one requires you to kill a lot of enemies, but I think it probably comes down to whether you have the battle pass or not, because this is a battle pass light cone. So I'm gonna instead opt for something else in my super imposition 3, Geniuses Repose, which should do the job. Unfortunately, my Argenti will be empty-handed, but he'll be fine. I'm not worried about Argenti. He's living, man. Anyways, back to Jade. We have a new job. We have to upgrade all of her traces. Every single last one. I am maxing her out and nobody can stop me. Let's get her as far as we can. Okay, so we are actually super close to max traces, but it looked like I have to do a bit more grinding. We're gonna need some more of these lost echoes from the Penacony Grand Theater. So we're gonna go do that quickly. And as much as I would love to use my Jade here, I have a feeling she will not be too good when she's still this underpowered. Let's just crash out with Acheron until she obliterates everything on the field. Sounds like fun. Yeah, unfortunately, Jade is no Acheron, but to be honest, it just makes me a little sad because it makes me realize how bad Jade will probably be in comparison to Acheron. But hey, bro, everybody has their standards, and everybody will get power crept eventually. It's just a matter of time. Okay. There we go. We got everything we need. And we got 3 relics from that. Parabole. Oh my gosh, that's ugly. Holy. Probably bad and terrible. Damn. Luckily, we did get what we need, though. And I think with that, we can officially max out our Jade, right? Surely we can take her to the maximum. 10, 10, 10. Here we go. 110. 2 10s, and oh, I need more. Are you kidding me? I want a 10 10 10er. I don't care about this effect res, by the way. I feel like that's a useless stat, but maybe I'll get it just to make it look pretty. I don't know. Is the whale thing available? Whale move? Heck yeah, it is. Let's go. We ain't grinding today. Craft more of these. Bing, bang, boom. And then we can craft 14 more. I think that's literally exactly what we need to level up Jade. Let's see here. Jade, Trace, number 10. There we go. 10, 10, 10. Not the 6th one, though, on her basic attack. I think she'll be fine without it, honestly. I'm happy with that. Fortunately, that did leave me with very little credits left. So we're going to have to really cope for her artifacts, or relics, I mean. Which, why don't we start talking about that now? Jade's relics. So for Jade's best in slot relics, you're going to have 2 options. Either 1, Genius of Brilliant Stars, if there are quantum weak enemies on the other side. This will be the best in slot. If not, you do have Ashling Blaze of Grand Duke, which is almost equally as good, if not better, because it's not situational like the other set is. If you don't have either of those 2, you can mix 2 pieces. 2-piece Ashling Blaze, 2-piece of any of the attack percent sets, 2-piece Genius. That'll all work. Then for planar ornaments, you're going to have the Duron Dynasty of Running Wolves, which is specifically made for Jade, I believe. You do have the Sigonia set as well, which increases crit rate, which is really nice because Jade needs a lot of crit rate, but then also increases crit damage by stacking it over and over and over, which is also really good. Another good option is Azumo Gensei, increases attack and increases crit rate as well if you have another ally that follows the same path. And of course, this set is really good as well, giving you more crit rate and more follow attack damage on your Jade. And those are about all the sets I would go for Jade. As for me, well, we'll see what we have. It's gonna be tight. I've been grinding mostly the Ashling Blaze of Grand Duke, and I need a lot of things for Jade. Most specifically, a crit rate chest, which, quite simply, I don't have. Other than on my Topaz, but Topaz is queen. So we're gonna have to find something else. I want to see, though, if I can synthesize something for Jade. Is that an option? I need a crit rate body. Customize? I do have 1 customization. Awesome. I have to get a crit rate body. There is no options. Crit rate body, all way, every day. Synthesize that. Let's get it. Please give me a good one. Let's see. It has crit damage. Please give me straight crit damage. Nothing else. Let's go. We missed it every single time. Oh, we're already coping and we're on the first piece. Next thing we're going to need attack percent or speed boots. We have some okay attack percent ones. Let's see. Be good. Terrible. It's so bad. All right. Terrible piece number 2. Oh my gosh. This is the saddest thing ever. Crit rate, crit damage. I mean, surely this can't go wrong. Watch this. It went wrong. Actually, it's not terrible. Attack percent, crit damage. That's not the worst. Didn't really need the effect hit rate, but we'll take it. It's not the worst thing ever. Then we just need a hat. Do we have anything of value? We have speed, crit damage, attack percent. That could be really good. No good stats. No bad stats on the piece is automatically a dub. So let's see what it can do. Pretty good. 2 speed, 1 attack. We'll take it. Let's finish it off and get a break effect. Not the worst thing ever. Not the best either, though. And with that, our stats are abysmal. Oh my goodness. 109 speed, 40, 84. We'll have to make it up in the last 2 pieces. Main stat, obviously, quantum damage. We have anything. Very few. I have some things in the Azumu set. We'll have to make it work. Let's just get lucky, I guess. That's trash. Okay. It's fine. We'll get lucky this time. Hell no, we won't. It's fine. I got 2 more orbs. This time, this is the real time we get lucky. There we go. That's a good piece. That's a good start. Another crit rate. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's a good piece. That's going to bring us up to 49% crit rate. We'll take it. Now we just need an attack percent rope, and we're done. Do we have anything? Energy regen, defense. I mean, I can take 1 from Acheron, which we're just going to have to do for right now. It is what it is. Sorry, Acheron. But that being said, we do have a finished Jade. The final stats are 3.2k attack, 49 crit rate, 119 speed, which is not good because we couldn't even reach 134, 89 crit damage, and to be honest, probably the most copium Jade build I've ever seen. But we'll have to make do. We can't get lucky every time we play the game. It's just how it is. I am now a relatable, free-to-play YouTuber. I'm just like you. Anyways, let's go and try Jade for the very first time. Or even better yet, we can do the new Pure Fiction, because I feel like that's a better idea, because Jade is definitely going to shine more in this type of content over any, for sure. So let's go try this. Level 3. Do we have Quantum Weakness? We do. Awesome. So we're definitely going to throw Jade in there with another Erudition character, because we have to. I mean, I would do Argenti, but Argenti lost his Light Cone earlier. So we have to do Serval or Himiko, which sucks. I guess I'll do Himiko. We can also probably throw Robin in here. I feel like she's going to help a lot. And then maybe Aventurine to finish it off. And I think that is a decent composition. Or honestly, instead of Aventurine, maybe you, Clara, and we just won't die straight up. Let's try. Let's see if we can do it. We just quite simply will not get hit, because getting hit is for nerds. Let's go. Here we go. Jade, show what you can do. We have you on 61 to 153. That's actually not the worst thing ever. With our set effect, we actually get quite a bit of crit rate. So our ratio balances out quite a bit. Now, I'm definitely going to want to put our support feature onto Himiko, because she is doing the most AoE damage with this. But now we get hit, which is unfortunate because my goal was to not get hit. Luckily, my Clara is pretty bulky, so she should be okay. And enemies just die to passives, which we'll take. I'm not sure how many hits Clara can take without dying, though. I feel like, oh gosh. Clara's so OP. This isn't meant to be a Clara showcase, but it's turning out to be. There we go, Jade. Ooh, big damage. Huge, 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 huge. Killed everything. Himiko, finish it off. Boom. Oh, you're so weak. Damn. Now you finish it off. Good stuff. Let's bring up all our allies with Robin. And we start moving again. There's a trash can. Wait, why is there a trash can? Okay, we gotta kill that trash can. Luckily, Jade's doing stuff. We got her up her ultimate. Good stuff. We can get that follow-up attack damage increase, which is huge. Eat them. Hit 100k. Let's go. Ooh, nice kill. Bro, Clara has just taken over. Easy kill. Easy. Oh. She's gonna die soon, I think, though. I think she's running out of energy here. Luckily, she got us all the way to 3rd phase. Without her, though, we're gonna have really nobody to take attacks. Luckily, we're just gonna deal so much damage that it just simply will not matter. Clara got us through the first half. Second half, it's gonna be all Jade and all Himiko. Reapply this. Good stuff. We need to get up our turn again. Robin's low. Robin's really low. And they're all dead. 40,000 points on the way. We should get follow-up attack from this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now we're doing stuff. 160k. We've almost got it done. It's going to depend on how many hits we can take. Or the turns might end. I didn't even realize. Well, not too bad. We were able to get 30k points, which, if I had brought a team, we would be able to absolutely decimate this enemy right here. And even with a pretty copium Jade, I think we did all right. That's definitely the content that Jade is made specifically for, and I think she's pretty good for it. However, that is going to be the end of our video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to see you all for the next Honkai Star Rail video. But for today, that's going to be all from me. Peace.